Hello everybody, I'm back once again with another fantastic video. As you can see behind me we have the Ruscko. Now everybody pretty much knows by now about the Ruscko as well, a giant piece of crap. It overheats, it has trouble starting, and it has a tendency to kind of, well, kill you. This video will show you not only how to fix your Ruscko, but to make it from being a death trap to a incredibly fast death trap.
Whoa! Holy shit! I hit that car so hard I got flung to the back of the car.
As always, links to mods I use in the video are in the description. Enjoy the video. The save I'm currently using is the same save I used from my Summer Car Guide series. And the car looks familiar probably because it was the same car I used in the New Kids Turbo video. That's a plug to go watch that video. I spent a lot of work on it, by the way. At this point in my save, I've basically run out of things to do because I've done, well, basically everything except for the rally because I frankly suck at it. But that's where the Ruscko comes in. If I can't modify the Satsuma anymore, I can modify this. So without further delay, let's gas this thing up, pay for our fuel, and get this thing fixed. Okay, we're at Fleetari's shop. Let's go order these parts. Okay, so here's the part we have to buy right here. Oh yeah, that's right. You need to legally, quote unquote, own the car in order to buy the parts. How could I forget that? Well, thankfully we can do plenty of stuff without having to have the keys yet. Unfortunately, the car overheated on the way back from Fleetari's. While the car cools off, I can take a moment to talk about some of the things in the first mod I'll be using in this video, which is the Repairable Ruscko mod. Most people by now should probably know about this mod, so I'll spare you the details. If you really want to know what it's all about, check it out on the Nexus mod page. I provided the link in the description. Okay, so now that we've arrived back at the house, there's a couple things you can do to the car to make it more tolerable until you can get the keys to it. Now the first and most important thing you can do is tuning the carburetor so the car will stop stalling. If you're below the age of 12, you can simply do this by taking a screwdriver and scrolling with the scroll wheel until it stops scrolling. This does work, but the car tends to idle a bit high. But if you're above the age of having a Discord account, I'd recommend taking it down a couple ticks. Basically, just scroll down with your scroll wheel until the engine starts having a seizure in the engine bay. Though, to be honest, the engine's probably moving around that much because the motor mounts on it are probably broken. The next thing you need to fix is the wiring. And the wiring is actually pretty simple. Literally, you just grab the wiring mesh, stick it into the engine, and then hold F until it reaches 100%. This will fix your horn, windshield wipers, and your headlights. Next up, take the sledgehammer and literally pound the dents out of the Ruscko. You'll see a prompt on your screen. When you see it, right click and you can pop out the dents on the passenger side door and the front grille. Lastly, you can grab the digging bar to remove the dead wasp nest from your car. It's the same affair as a sledgehammer. Just right click when you hover over into the prompt and you can take it out. And it's for a good little trophy if you're into that kind of thing. I also forgot to mention you can put the old radio from the Satsuma in the Ruscko as well. It works very similarly to the one in the van, where you can use the radio without the car being turned on. Finally, after years of having to bring my boombox around with me, I don't have to do it anymore. It's great! And with the end of the day finally upon us, it is time to finally sleep. Okay, so for the next portion of this video, I'm going to be showing you guys where you can find all of the hidden parts for the Ruscko in this mod. These parts include the driver's side rear view mirror, the front passenger dog dish hubcap, and the passenger side window roller, otherwise known as roly-polies. At this point, I'd probably do some Radex style scavenger hunt where I try to find all the parts in a couple of clips, but I don't feel like doing that today. Instead, I'm going to do some kind of cool musical montage. So hopefully this next track does not get my video blocked. Without further delay, let's roll it. Okay, we're at the final location for the last part we have to find. Now, the roller is supposed to spawn in the attic, but it usually falls to the floor, and you'll find it right here on top of the stove. So, there we go. We found the final part. Well, the final part that we don't have to buy anyway. Well, now that we finally have all the parts, the only next step now is to get the keys to the car. Unfortunately, Venti guy doesn't show up at his shack until around 8 PM, so we got a couple hours to wait until then. In the meantime, I guess I could go over a bit over how to get the car keys from Venti dealer first. Okay, so if you don't know how to play Venti, check out this video here. I made a long form video, and for those who have shorter attention spans, I have a shorts video as well. Once you reach a maximum bet of 4,050 marks, you have the opportunity to bet your car against his. Obviously, if you lose your car. But if you win his car. Alrighty, we're at the Venti shack now. Let's see if we can win this car in one go without having to save scum. Okay, I just bet the car here. Now let's see if I get a good hand. 20. Off to a good start. We're going to stand at this number. Let's see what happens. And I think we won, fellas. We won the car. Alright. One thing I forgot to mention. If for some reason you don't win the keys to his car, you can actually win your car and the Ruscko keys back if you win his house. But I didn't want to do it for this video. After I got back to the pub, I celebrated with beer and sausage and french fries. Now all that's left is to buy all the parts and finally fix this thing. The next day I drove the Ruscko back over to Fleetari's, but I arrived a little bit early. That's okay though. This gives you plenty of time to install all the parts I found the previous day. To install the hubcap, all you need to do is just attach it to the wheel. The same goes for the passenger side window roller. Just attach it to the inside of the door and voila, you have a working window. Lastly, for the driver's side mirror, simply attach it to the door and it's held in place by 2 screws. Once Fleetari opened, I bought the radiator, starter, windshield wiper knob, and the seatbelt kit. I'll hold off a little bit on buying the paint and tires for now. After that, I'd recommend you put the Ruscko on the lift. Trust me, it makes things a lot easier. First, you remove the old radiator by taking out the 2 10mm bolts in the bottom of the radiator support. The new one inside, and repeat the process. You'll want to lower the car a little bit for this next part. To remove the starter, you need an 8mm wrench. There's also one 5mm bolt for the starter connection as well. After putting the new starter in, you'll want to lower the car fully to the ground this time. Okay, so to replace the wiper knob, you want to have the wipers engaged so the knob is pulled out. Once that's done, you can simply remove the knob with a screwdriver by right-clicking on it. Lastly is the seatbelt kit. The buckle is held in place by one 10mm bolt. The top of the seatbelt assembly is held in place by a 12mm bolt. And lastly, the bottom of the seatbelt assembly is held in place by 2 massive 15mm bolts. Why do they need to be so big? Since I didn't have enough money to buy the paint job, I opted for the tires instead. And since I was too much of a pussy or just couldn't be bothered to drive Fleetari's car back to my house, I took the bus back to town and then called Penna to give me a ride home, after I bought some coolant for the radiator, of course. After getting dropped off back at home, I made a beeline straight back for town to go to the shop to drink enough coffee to make any man have a heart attack, because now I had to make some more money to buy the paint job. So...
let's go gambling! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! I can't stop winning! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! I can't stop winning! Aw, dang it! Aw, dang it! I can't stop winning! Aw, dang it!
After about probably 15 IRL minutes of save scumming, I finally got enough money to buy the paint job. After I made enough money, I headed right over to Fleetari's repair shop to buy the paint job. Well, I may be almost broke, but I think it'll be totally worth it. Hey Fleetari, it's me. Just checking on the progress of my car. Is it done yet?
Ei jumalauta jätkää! En voi niinku... Ei jumalauta! Ei jumalauta jätkää, ei! Niinku en voi uskoa, että oikeesti voitit suisprinttiin! Vittu miten kova jätkä, kova pokka! Ei pakko myöntää, että on kova pokka!
Something extra? What exactly do you mean?
Niinku ykköseksi tulit siinä, niin siisti juttu, jätkä voitti sprintti, en olis niinku arvannut heti. Tarvii ottaa vähän kovempaa nappateria ihan niinku sun kunniaksi.
Fleetari, are you drunk?
Sori, mä soittelen tähän aikaan.
Wow, I'm impressed. Fleetari did a really good job on this actually. This is really good. Wow, he even reupholstered the seats and carpeted the back. Now I almost feel like I'm gonna get tetanus by lying on this bed anymore. Awesome. So he repainted and reupholstered everything. Wow, I can kind of see why this cost 22 grand now. I'm a bit disappointed he didn't paint the engine, but you know what? This is fine. I think it's fine. Yeah, I'd say he did a pretty good job on restoring this thing. Now, I don't know what he meant by extra though. What did he mean? He was pretty vague over the phone, and I don't really want to ask him. Well, I guess we'll find out. Time to fire this thing up and see what Fleetari did to this thing. Wait. No way. Fleetari installed a frickin' turbo on my car? Well, I guess that makes sense why you said it's faster than my Satsuma then. I probably should take it easy when going out of the driveway then. Okay, let's see what this car can do. Oh God. After having a near-death experience in my Ruscko, I decided it was time to get the car inspected finally. Finally, the last step to complete this project. I just hope all my labor doesn't go in vain. I waited patiently and anxiously. Oh my God, it freaking passed! Now we just have to put the plates on. Don't forget to screw in your plates with a screwdriver. I actually didn't realize this until after I finished recording everything. And there we go. Our Ruscko is fully repaired, fully restored, and now has a turbocharger in it. So I did the most sensible thing to do, and I bought some alcohol afterward. Surely this is a sound-minded decision, and will not have any consequences further down the line. Oh shit. Well, fortunately for me, I survived that accident, but unfortunately I am in prison for speeding, reckless driving, endangering other motorists, and a couple other stuff. So I might be in here for a little while. Well, since I'm going to be in here for a while, I guess I'll tell you the mod I used for this video. I used, obviously, the Repairable Ruscko mod by Homura and Bogle 911. Or is it Boggle 911? I don't know. I also used the Turbocharged Ruscko mod by Komio and Brenn Fuchs. Brenn Fuchs? I don't know, he used to be one of the devs for BRMP before he left for some reason, so I don't know. The last mod that I didn't feature in the video but deserve a mention is the 5-speed transmission for the Ruscko by the one, the only, Enzo Herbie. And with that, this concludes this video. Now, I'm not sure when I'll be able to upload again or stream again because I just started the second job and I'm working the summer at the school department, so I don't know when I'll be able to upload or stream or whatever. But until then, check out the stuff on screen here. And until next time, everybody, I'll see y'all in the next one.